All right. Let's get into it. June 1st. It was June 1st today. We tracked our units. Let's just get the recap up and then we'll break into it. We have, on Novik, we have total 3.5 units in play. We are down 3 units. So technically, we're up 0.5 units on the day and we're up a unit on Sleeper. To start the month, we're up 1.5 units. Let's go. Things that chalk today. Let's just check the phone because we have no VIG, but I'd rather not shake the monitor for you guys. All right. To end today, we took the links everywhere. They cashed it out like 4 units. We missed the $10 Nerfy. We missed Francis Tiaf. We're recapping right now. We'll get to Francis. We played a -9.5 for the Lynx and a -1.5 for the Twins and a -2.5. The Lynx won by 30. The Twins won. That's why we're rocking. Twins won by a lot, and Joe Ryan cashed us. We have 2.5 units in play in Sleeper 2. So I'm not counting us being down. They're in play and they're looking good. We're up 1.5 total in the month. And we have stuff down. Great recap. Great day of tennis. At least watching it was fun. And there's stuff we're going to dig into, but we got a new bobblehead. We just put up some new art. Nas Reed. Could have been worse day. Nothing crazy, but celebratory beer. We make units, we have a beer. Alright. 2 minutes in. That's our recap for the day. Let's break it down. Francis Tiafoe. I don't care what people say. The booth, we're gonna remember this match as the battle that happened this year at the tournament. Blah, 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 blah. Giving him all his flowers. I can't. You were our last American savior. You were our guy. We backed you with everything we had. He was up 4-1 with the serve in the 4th set, -1100 to win. -1100. So bad. Chalked 4 units. Made it all back on what we call the Minnesota Miracle. Pairing up Minnesota teams. He missed overhead after overhead after overhead, man. He had chances. Then he double faulted the set away and missed an overhead and then a forehand into the net. That's how the match ends after 5 hours and 20 minutes. And I watched a good 4 hours of it. I'm getting tired thinking about the agony this dude put me through. And that brings me to our next part of the video that will be looped in. Tiafoe rant plus tennis ban list. And I'm just going to loop in the NBA ban list. Currently, who we have banned in tennis is Trungaletti. Because we basically squashed your beef, but we're not touching bro ever again. Yannick Sinner, you're a bum. I just don't bet on him because his numbers are too high and I don't like him. Choco Goff, Coco, I root for her. The Americans let us down, that's all they do. That's why she's there with Madison Keys. Taking my money, then we trust you on yesterday's video because of how you're playing and you're supposed to be back. She's not back. She had a couple decent matches at a slam where other people had nerves. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe I got fooled by her being an injured Canadian who hadn't experienced all this yet. Like, banned. Only R5. NBA ban list. Usman Dieng. Cooper Flag. That was an early ad, though. This will be revised next season. Bam. Yep, he was awful in the beginning of the season. Any Hornets guard. That was an end of the season ad. And MPJ, probably all nets. Dennis Schroeder, Christian Braun, Kelly Oubre, Tyler Hero, Dyson Daniels. I don't see any of these guys getting off. DeJounte Murray hooked us so hard. DeMar DeRozan, you quit. Amen Thompson. Okay. My monitor just flashed off, and like, well, gotta get a little stand for the mic or figure out this situation. But Francis, your legacy was tainted tonight. Let's stop. Let's stop going, acting like it isn't, man. I love him. Let's get on to a little more of the rant then with Big Gata. This is my point right here. Big Gata and some of them, they put their trust in statistical stuff. This wasn't betting on Tiafoe because we wanted to. He was a fair price for what he did, and he failed. They are on fire. This isn't on to Big Gata or myself for playing him. Francis had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and I still stand by. I think it was a really sound bet. It's really frustrating to see one of my last and was favorite, but like the Americans, man, they just break our hearts. You guys know me, tennis first normally, but at some point you gotta win for us to support you, and if we're supporting you with our bread, man, and you're losing, it just doesn't help. Ooh, look at this Flavio on the wall. Sorry about the desk, guys. I'm honestly getting sad talking about Francis, so I'm going to stop. I could go off about legacy, but someone's going to be a new tournament champion here, and let's focus on them. Let's focus on the people still in. Walk over to Novig for us. As a couple of my friends know who watch this, we're playing Fonseca over 3.5 sets and Hodar over 3.5 sets tomorrow. Hodar is purely because he's awesome. So is Fonseca, but for Fonseca, I'm not underestimating Mensik, and for Zverev, I hope he's not underestimating Hodar. I hope it goes 4 sets at least for both of them, and we're running Cobolli money line. That will give us plus 378 odds. We played 1.7 units on it. That's one of the things alive. That's just our guys. This isn't even tennis stats today. Like, you're going to get those early in the tournaments. These are who we rock with because they've got us this far. Why would we stop now? And our women's tennis life for today, Andreeva, first set money line, Andreeva, minus 3.5 spread. We needed it for the odds. Marta Kostyuk, we have her winning and taking the first set, plus 348 odds. We just played 1 unit on this, $10. Pays out 5.6 units. Other plays we have down tomorrow, 1 unit on the links and Hodar 3.5. So we have 2.7 units on Hodar 3.5 tomorrow. Feeling just fine with that. It's nothing, that's just not too much. But I feel heavily invested. I'm ready. I'm so ready for Hodar, man. He is prepared. We're going to see whether he wins or loses. Hopefully a beautiful match of a 19-year-old that's showing us what he can do on tour. Same with Fonseca, men's 620. I couldn't be more excited for this tennis. I understand. It's easy to be salty when your bets lose. It's easy to have a bad day. Watching 4 hours of one of your Americans suck. But that's sports. And the highs are high and the lows are low. You can be the negative guy. Oh, I fucking big foe choke. It was a legacy choke. And personally, I have nothing against you, big foe, but you have crossed the boundary that I can't bet on you anymore. I'll support you. I support all my little group of players in America that are not in my direct group of players that I personally support. It's just... It sucks putting Americans on the ban list, but we're ass at clay. And as long as we see a little bit of green grass or some hard court that comes out, I'll trust more of them, but Francis will not be one until we see very strong work. Same from Coco, bro. Potapova, belt to ass. Potapova pulled off a little choke today, but she's also been hurt. The fact that Coco lost to her in the first place was insane. We're really just sitting on the Flavio and the Marta futures. Those are looking alive and well. And I don't usually have MLB or something, but Joe Ryan pitched today for the Twins. He cooked. Chase Burns got scratched. We got robbed money because Vegas said they were starting a pitcher, and they changed the pitcher, so we actually have the Reds on the ban list, money lines, because you can get refunded your pitcher. I got a unit taken today for free. So we're up and actually got taken an extra unit from us because they switched the fucking pitcher. Minus 170. You need to refund fucking people, dude. Vegas called up the Reds. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Don't let Chase pitch today. We're going to make a fuck ton of money because your team's ass and he carries it. Absolute tragedy, really. Whatever. We moved because it was a great day. We played, we played a lot today, and it just all worked itself out. I don't know. We just kept playing. Something was telling me to keep going. And we didn't go too far because we earned our units back, and I think we made about 1.5. We have a cat play and an OG and a newbie play. I'm not playing a Spurs over the whole series. It's not happening. If there's an NBA boost, you might hear about it. I need time. It's my bets, my page. I need time off these trash Spurs. Overs don't hit, they win the series, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even that invested in the series. I hope Kitty Cat, Big Paro gets one, but the French Open is going to be the greatest thing going on. This has been magnificent. Like, let's at least pull up the draw, bro. Let's at least pull up the draw and talk about it. Like, who's left? Berrettini and Arnaldi in the quarter. 2 Italians. Insane, and they're both named Matteo. How is that not the title? Matteo. That's gonna be sick. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm rooting for Arnaldi at this point. Hats off to you, man. You got a fan out of me for how much hard work you put on that court without folding. Flavio Cobolli only dropped 1 set still. Felix, you're good, but we're rolling against your ass. Jakub Mensik ranked 26, Fonseca ranked 28. I tell you what, the odds, I liked him a little better at about 160 for Fonseca. But I'm backing him as I've backed him the whole tournament. He just took out Djokovic and Casper Ruud. Let's not fuck around with that. Like, those are the best player of all time, probably, and a very good player this generation. But the thing is, Mensik took down Rublev in great fashion. Mensik has been going through war in his matches. I don't know what this kid's about. I like him. He could win. That's why I'm just like taking the over. I'm not willing to lay. There's not enough juice on him. I just want to put it out there. Hodar versus Farov. Hoping my boy comes through. We played him for sets. We're going to sprinkle on his ML. But mainly, we just want to see a good match. And I'm excited to watch the matches. And I'm just excited to spend the time with my friends who want to watch them. There's a little more life updates coming soon. But we're going to have a room review. This is kind of fun. Kind of babbling at this point, guys. We have so much that's going to unfold, and I was gonna go crazy, but we made all our money back. Sometimes it's okay to not be always positive. When you get boned, you get boned. I mean, minus 1,000, Francis. Oh my, I have bad taste in my mouth, especially when the Twins lost the Nerfy because they almost had 3 errors, but Joe Ryan's the best ever. Struck out, hit K's line. The White Sox had errors too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we don't get the nerfy, but we played the spread in case the Twins blew them out to cover. Grando Slamo. I'm like, this game's over. It's 5-1. It ends in 9-6, bro. We barely cover, but what a battle. What a couple days. And I tell you what, for my special peeps out there, in a galaxy far, far away, Hodar wins. Like Kurt Russell. This might be their game 9 times out of 10. Not in this reality. This is our shot. I don't care if Zverev wins 3 out of 4 times. Where's the one time and where are we? I hope we're in there. I hope I'm going to be celebrating tomorrow if we see Hodar put up a fight against the second best player, third best player in the world. Carlos is injured. But, like, just get pumped, man. Enjoy the beauty in front of us right now. God, I'm so excited for tomorrow. And it's 12:20. He plays at 6:20. I'm getting up at 7. I should probably get this time stamped and edited, and I like leaving this in here because the people that watch it kind of just know I'm babbling. And I am so excited, and I hope you guys are ready. I will put the plays in the Discord, the ones I trust, 3.5 sets over for Hodar. I think he can get one. I don't see why not. If you're afraid of Fonseca Mensik, that's a good thing. It's going to be a tight match. Not sweat-free at this point. These are the last 8 people left. And we're running Cobolli because that is our mans. We're ending this video on a hype-ass, positive note. Bang, bang. We're moving on, guys. Nas, Luigi, Yoshi, and Anthony Edwards say hi, and I wish you guys a beautiful night. Bang, bang.